All right, this one's gonna be on fzf-nova. It's kind of similar to, if you watch my video on Rofi bangs, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just that we're doing it with command line tools here. So this is it. So all I do is hit the hotkey and it'll open up with your terminal emulator, and you're doing FZF here, and you're running different scripts in here, right? So if you want to do similar as launching an application, you can do it in here, real simple. Hit enter, and then let's say I want to open mousepad, right? Real simple. Now this one only opens a GUI application, so anything that has a .desktop, it will open that. And the good thing about FZF is that you can actually do multiple selections. I believe, I'm not sure you can do that with Dmenu or Rofi or not, but let's say for example we'll do that again here. We'll do arandar, we're gonna do mouse pad, and we also gonna do the keyboard settings here, right? So we select all three using tab, right? And it has a little arrow next to it. That's how you know you make the selection. Then you hit enter, and it should open all three of them here. So this is first one, second one, and third one here, right? Simple as that. So that's how I do the app launching, right? Next one is if I'm in the mood to read some books or something like that, I use my caliber. And caliber here, we're just narrowing down the search. I believe this one is using locate. You can use find or whatever commands you do for searching here. But this one's in my update DB here. So I can search any of my books, and I mainly search for just narrowing it down to PDF, EPUB, Mobi, or I believe some other ones. But in here, if I want to open a book, let's say for example this one here, and it opens really quick, right? I can read it real quick, right? And when I'm done, exit out, do another one, boom, read it, exit out of it, go on, so forth. So that's how I do with the Caliber ebook stuff. Next thing is emojis. I don't really use it that much, but I do have the I like the idea of having it if I need it. But here it really depends on your terminal emulator and how you set up and the fonts and stuff like that, which I didn't really have it set up for this video here. But I did try it with Alacrity, and that thing has more support than Xterm here. But I still like Xterm because it's quick. But anyways, if you wanted to select one of these, which it does show the smiley face here, so I hit enter, it will actually be in my clipboard, and I can do Control V or whatever it is, and it will paste it right in your chat window or whatever you want to do, right? So that's how the emojis work if it shows up in your terminal or not, or even if it doesn't, it will still copy it to your clipboard, and you can see what it is describing. Right, so if I want to do this face with tears of joy, then that is the emoji for that, for the description. But anyways, the next thing is our green clip, and this one is a clipboard manager. You can use it with GUI if you want, but it's basically just a daemon running in the background, and you can interact with it with Dmenu, Rofi, or in this case, we're using FZF. And I can hit enter, and look at that, we have that smiley face that we copy just right now. And I do have like other older stuff on my clipboard. So if I want to copy this, I can recopy if I want, and it should be at the top now, and I can do like Control V or something like that to paste it anywhere I want, text document, chat window, whatever it is. So that's how I handle the clipboard. Now that one with the green clip, it's mainly just one-liners. It doesn't really handle it very well with multiple lines. I believe there's a hack to do multiple lines, but I really haven't tried it. So a little warning, it's mainly just for one-liners, right? Next thing is locate. So same thing with the caliber thing we just did. This one is locate, and then this one is searches everything on your system, or everything that's in your update DB, I will say. So let's say, for example, I search for Xena. What's the red armor that we always use? So if I want to open this, now this one, it depends on what file it is. So this one is a image, so it will open with your default image viewer. If you're searching a video, then it'll open with your default video, right? If it's a text document or something like that, then it'll open your text editor. You get the idea. But this one's an image, so it should open with my default image viewer here, right? And there you go. That's how you use the locate. Now the other one is the Ranger locate. I have this one in here just because sometimes I know the name of the file, one of them, but I know there's another file that's in the same folder, and I don't remember where is it at, but I remember one of the files. Then I will use the same thing, but it will actually go to that folder. So where was that one? Keeps, right? And you see that it actually goes to the folder, and I can still access my Xena picture if I want, but I know there's a Tron picture in here, so I can do that. So that's how that works if you're using with the Ranger file manager here. Anyways, I talked about that in the past already, so hopefully you can watch my video on Ranger and locate for that setup. Next thing is what was that, the pipe viewer. This is not really an FZF thing, but let's say your friends or whoever it is tells you, hey, there's a video on YouTube, or maybe there's a trailer to a movie, and you just want to check it out really quick without busting out your terminal and then type it out. You can just use this thing, hit pipe viewer, type in what is that, trailer or something like that. We might have to mute the sound here. Let's see here, mute. And let's say, for example, I do 20 here. And look at that, it opens it really quick, but I have to close it. Don't want to get copyright here, but you get the idea that I can search YouTube really quick, watch the video, and I'm out, right? So that's how that works with pipe viewer. Not really an FZF thing, but I just want to have a quick way to access it, right? Next thing is PlayOnLinux. So PlayOnLinux is I don't know if people still use it, but it was the gold standard back in the days before we had like Proton, Snaps, App Image, what was the other one, Flatpak, which we probably have to learn all those things I just talked about there to containerize like wine applications. All right, I think they might do a better job than this, but I have this one in my very, very old videos that I used to do PlayOnLinux, and it still works. So anything in here you want to launch it, you can actually launch using our filters in here, right? So if I want to start up we got pinball, we're gonna do a Space Cadet, play some AAA games here. Look at that, we have a AAA game here. Look at this. Sound works and everything, but I don't want to turn it on here. But so there you go, right? And that's how that works if you want to launch it from here. Any other stuff in here, what I got in here, I think I got Photoshop. There you go, CS2, right? Look at that, I still got my Photoshop. I don't remember any of this stuff, but it's still here if I wanted to use it, right? Anyways, that's it for the PlayOnLinux wine stuff. If you still use PlayOnLinux, there you go. What's the next thing? Oh, this one is Red Pill. This one is kind of like my rebranded cheat program. Cheat, I believe it used to be a shell script, but now they're using Golang, which I don't know, it didn't really make sense to me to do Golang when this program is so simple. You can use a shell script to do it, and I do it with the shell script basically. So anyways, you can still use cheat program, but all my cheats are in text files here, because that's how it was designed for. And then if I wanted to type a new cheat or look up a cheat for different commands, then I'll use this thing to access it real quick. Anyways, that's it for the cheat sheet, right? Next thing is snippets. Snippets, you can do it for code snippets if you like. I mainly use it for pop culture quotes and stuff like that. Mainly MMA quotes or movies, stuff like that. So in here, if I want to do like what we got, we do the president, some of his funny quotes, or some stupid stuff like that, and then I'll copy in here. So we have a Bill Clinton, right? Then I'll copy that to my clipboard, and I can do a Control V or whatever it is, and it will be in my clipboard also. All right, so that's how I'll paste some stuff if I need to. Anyways, that's snippets, and I do have it, that one for single line, this one is for multi-line. And if I want to copy any of these to my clipboard, then I'll do that. And I mainly do this for if I'm doing like a shell script, I'll just paste in my contact information. If I'm meeting someone on Craigslist or something like that, I'll just copy my address to them or whatever it is, and tell them to go to this location. And then there you go. That's what my snippet said for multiple snippets or multiple lines. Then that's what I'll do. Anyways, that's it for snippets, right? Okay, now we're getting to the web portion. What are we talking about here? We're gonna do surfraw, and I talked about surfraw so many times already, but it's still one of my favorite programs to use, because you don't have to be bounded to a web browser, right? You just use surfraw to do either your searching or your bookmarks. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is search engines here. So I'm going to use Bing, because we love Microsoft on this channel, and we're going to search for I don't know, Linux. I think it was a kernel bug, right? So there you go. That's how we search do search engines real quick here. So we do surfraw again, and if you want to do multiples, so the same thing like we did with the app launcher, we can do multiples also. So we do like Yahoo, we hit tab, we hit Control U for Emacs to delete stuff, and then we do, what's that, DuckDuckGo, hit tab, we'll do another one here, we'll do Google, tab, and then we hit enter, and now we have 3 search engines loaded. We'll do the same search here, Linux kernel bug, and there we go. It opens all 3 of them. So we have DuckDuckGo here, we have Google, and we have the Yahoo search results here, right? Anyways, pretty much it for that. If you want to do like your own search engines, watch my video on, or my playlist on surfraw, what it's all about. Okay, so surfraw also has bookmarks support, and the bookmarks are basically just a text file with different sites on here. So let's say, for example, I open one of these here, which I think this one is still, no, this one is dead. Some of these sites are shady and they're dead, but I didn't clean them yet. So let's say, for example, we'll do another one here. And the good thing about like doing bookmarks in here, I can just hit tab on any of these links that I have, and it'll open it one by one on different tabs. So yeah, it's really quick. If you want to do this in a private, private bookmarks, same thing, same concept, but it opens it with a private incognito mode. Same thing with the other one. What was the other one? Surfraw incognito. Same thing. If we use Bing here, we'll do We'll do stopcast here because this one was a stopcast. So there you go. See, it opens it with our private browsing tab instead of the, I guess the default one. So there you go. That's it for doing that. Now, as far as we'll close all these on out here. As far as history, so this one is Chromium history. I think you can do this with Firefox and some other browsers too. But if I want to access, anything in my history, let's say for example, what do we search on Bing here? We search Bing kernel bug, right? Look at that. We open it again. There we go. So that's how you access the history. I think that is it, right? Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. No, okay. The last one is CMOS here. So I'm gonna do CMOS. So CMOS is my music program, and what we got loaded up on the queue here. We have some Britney Spears stuff, right? But let's say, for example, I wanted to listen to something else at the moment. Like if I didn't want to use CMOS directly, then I can just pop up a FCF search menu here, and I do CMOS, and I'll search for we'll do some Miley. How about that? We'll load up some of her songs here. We just hit tab basically, and we'll load up her songs, and it's playing here, although you're not gonna hear anything because it's muted. But there you go. If I want to listen to any other songs, which this is how I learn new songs, by the way, folks. Every year that is over, I just download the top 100 from the Billboard top 100, basically. So if I do like, what was the last year I have? 2019, and we do a top Billboard. And this is how I learn new songs, because, at a certain point, I don't listen to the radio anymore, so I don't know which one is like the popular songs. But if you do this every year, at least you know some of the good songs that has come by that year. And anyways, that's how I learn new songs and new artists. And or if I'm just in the mood to search for some songs, like let's say for example Snow Informer, there's actually a bunch of remix to this. So we have the Jim Carrey one. What was that one? And we also have like I think a Persian or Indian one here, Chori Chori. Right, and then we have a Spanish one, if you believe that or not. I don't know why they call it different names on I wish they just call it Informer. But there you go, we got all 4 of them: the original one, the Jim Carrey English one, and we have the I think this is one is Persian or Indian, I forgot. And this one is definitely Spanish here with Katy Perry. All right. So there you go for doing music with CMOS here. Some people use MPD, so you might have to play around with the scripts if you want to use an MPD and stuff like that. But I'm using CMOS, and that's how you do it with this FCF thing here. And also, if you want to do like next, you can do next, or you can do a play, pause, stuff like that with CMOS. Not that hard, really. Now, as far as setting this up, you just bind to a hotkey. Really not that hard, right? You have this fzf-nova here. You bind to a hotkey, and you want to use your terminal emulator of your choice. I'm using Xterm, like I said, but this is the command for Xterm, and then you bind to a hotkey. If you're using bind keys, this is what I use here, right? If you're using XFCE, you can do keyboard settings here, and basically you copy this Xterm command in here, and you create a new thing. I mean, if you use GNOME, KDE, they always have one of those GUIs to do that. So there you go. If you're using Alacrity, this is it. Although Alacrity is not that fast at loading up, as Xterm. So Xterm, look at this real quick, right? Oh yeah, as far as my Xterm what was that, configs. I believe there's a video on Xterm on my channel, which is like X resources, stuff like that. Anyways, watch that if you want to get the configs for you know, themes and stuff like that for my terminal here. So there you go, that's it. This is just the 2 lines, and basically this one is just to grep out anything that has like a underscore in front of it. So these are all the scripts that it detects. So anything you have underscore, it will actually detect it and load it up into this program. And you know, the scripts can be as simple as, you know, as 1 line. Like this one is just pipe viewer. Okay, we're just calling pipe viewer, that's about it. And same thing with CMOS here. If I want to do next, look at this, 1 line, right? Or it can be complicated. Like this one's by Jungun Choi. He's the creator of FZF, and I stole this one from him. You can actually, you know, do Chromium histories and stuff like that. I think he did it with Chrome, but I'm doing Chromium here. I changed a little bit of stuff, but basically I stole it from him here for doing that. What was this one here? Caliber one is just using the locate command, not that hard. PlayOnLinux, you know, we're basically using PlayOnLinux to do FZF here. Anyways, you get the idea. I'll post this in the description. Should be in my GitHub page. But anything I think I completed, I will upload it to the GitHub page. But that's pretty much it. If you write your own scripts, all you gotta do is just put it in here. Make sure it has a little underscore in front of the file name. And make sure you're buying a hotkey to this fzf-nova script and using your own terminal emulator of your choice. So like I said, I'm using Xterm here, and that's how I handle FZF as my replacement for Dmenu or Rofi. There you go. For the one person that asked me about this, there you go. Took a long time, but you know, I don't do videos in the morning because people are loud in the morning, especially with everyone home, even the neighbors. And at nighttime I'm tired, or maybe I'm not in the mood, but hey, I'm in the mood today, and there you go. That's the video for this topic here. That'll be for this one.